Hey everybody, it's the Aaronator here. We got another episode of our GM commentary with the Las Vegas Knights. This is our 4th episode, so make sure you go check out the past ones because we're still pretty early on. I mean, we've actually done a decent amount here, but anyways, guys, we're at the trade deadline, and I have a trade in mind that I'm going to do. I was looking around at some teams and thinking about possibly what we could trade. I'm just gonna sim up to the trade deadline right here, but I found a team that could afford some of our players that had like 1.4 and stuff like that. I'm not gonna put anything on the trading block, and I only found a couple, I think, but there was one team that really stood out, and they have a player that, I mean, he's 4 red stars, and he can get good, but I mean, it just depends. I mean, it usually is better if you have players that, like, they can, if they're in a winning environment. That's what I was trying to think. But anyways, we'll just go in right now. The team I'm trading with is the Nashville Predators. And I said 4 red stars, and maybe by then you might know who it is, but maybe you don't. It is Austin Watson. So this guy, two-way forward, he's 23 years old, 4 red stars. He's solid all around. I'm really looking for him just to be a third liner, and I mean, if it works out, maybe a second liner. If it's really lucky, then a first liner, but just preferably not a fourth liner. I'd like to see him become a solid player on this team. So let's try this. That's really, I don't understand. Maybe it's the second in there. Is that why? I have a feeling we're not going to be able to get the second. That's what it seems like. Or we could get like Arvidsson or something instead of Bartley. Yeah, we could do that. That's not horrible. We could get like, I'd probably get Arvidsson just because he's 2.5 green, or we could get Rissling. Yeah, we'll get Arvidsson instead of what's his face, Bartley, and hope that maybe, since they want to give up all those guys, it'll go through. I don't know why this isn't going through now. I tried it before, but then again, I wasn't in the trade deadline, so maybe I should have just done it. Would have made it a lot easier. I'll give off $1 million here, and yeah, 0.2 here. We'll go through. There you go. I'm happy to consider it a good done deal. So Bartley's not in the trade, so that's fine. But we still got the second, which is really good. That helps us a lot. So now, just a sec. Do we want to? I think I want to keep Watson in the AHL. Has he played? Oh, he's been in the AHL the entire year. Oh, whatever. Yeah. So we'll send him down. That way, he can be on the AHL squad. Work out better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Arvidsson. So we're gonna have to probably bring up someone to play in the NHL, and we'll probably just bring up this Jev Palovs guy, just because he's not really on the roster or anything. So yeah, we're definitely not as good of a team anymore, but it's okay. Pedersen, I think we're gonna bring. Wait, who do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, so. Oh no, but we have a like unsigned defenseman playing the AHL as well. So yeah, we'll bring up Pedersen for depth, just because he won't be playing anyways probably. So, and then yeah, Saros. We can bring up Grosenick, and then we can have Saros and Makarov. Actually, no, we can have Saros here because might as well. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, but our team's really, like, we don't have much now. We are definitely not going to do too well. So I'll put in Peckham. You know what? I'll just cut this out and I'll do the lines. Okay, guys, we're back here. And I decided, I'll show you the lines afterwards. I got them all done, but Okay, so yeah, Callie Yarncroc actually did go to waivers, so we can actually pick him up, and I think I'm gonna do that, because that actually technically is like he was part of the trade, because that's gonna make it better. But I actually cut out the first part of the trade, sort of like it didn't work the first couple of times, so I decided just to cut that out, so that way it's not as long of a video, and you guys aren't just watching me like going back and forth and stuff. So I actually want to see if there's any like goalies available for like a bit of potential, and like in like basically a Jake Allen. I'm not saying I'm gonna get Jake Allen. That actually might not be bad. Jonas Enroth actually probably wouldn't be too bad to get or to sign for as our goalie, or trade for. But I mean, there's no point. We could get Fucali, but we don't really have the assets to do that. So Andrew Hammond's on the trading block. That's interesting. I don't think we're gonna trade for him. There's not really any point. So there's not really any goalies, and I'm not gonna trade for like a guy like that, because all like Justin Peters, like basically this is what we're doing to get a 28-year-old, and there's no point, and that doesn't even go through. You have to trade a goalie along with that. So we're not gonna make any more trades. There isn't really much we can do anyways. We don't have the assets and stuff like that. Carter Hutton's actually going on waivers for Nashville, so you know what? Oh my gosh, I'm so blind. Flippin' LA signed him, so that's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping we could get him, but we can still get Yarncroc afterwards, and we'll just exit this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Any more waiver guys? That's so weird. We didn't get Yarncroc. How come we can't get Yarncroc? That's kind of, I guess we didn't get a part of a trade. That's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, that is unfortunate. And I'm just gonna move Pedersen down. We have a Jalapovs or whatever him up here, so we'll just keep it like that. And then I actually didn't do the AHL lines, so I'm just gonna best lines. Tierney I want playing as well. I'm gonna keep that. I don't remember exactly how the lines were, but I'm okay with playing Austin Watson up high, and yeah, that should work. This should work. No, I'll just do best lines. It's just gonna be easier this way, and I'll put Tierney on the second line though. That's all I'm gonna do, because I want to make sure that he's playing and stuff. So defensively, we don't have any defensemen we need to put on there. We should actually probably play what's his face, Pedersen. So you know what? No, Taormina. We don't need this offensive defenseman guy playing. We can have Pedersen playing instead. So it looks like he'll probably play power play. Yeah, he'll play fourth line power play and stuff like that. And then NHL. These are the lines. Just pause it if you want to see it. There's not really too many changes I made. Basically, like it's pretty much basically the same thing. So yeah, and then UC Saros is of course the backup. So we're gonna need to we'll probably have Saros and Makarov in the minors next year, or depending on who we draft, we'll just simulate up to here for now. Yeah, we're probably just gonna really have a good draft here. We need to draft a lot of prospects, and we can't really trade. We can't really trade anybody anyway, so we might want to try and see. I mean, what the heck? That was weird. Oh, he was injured. Okay, that was what it was. Like, that was weird. Okay, there you go. So we're all good with that. So whenever I do that, the best lines of the AHL, I'll just try and remember to put Pedersen in the lineup, and then Tierney, move him up to the second line. But yeah, I think Austin Watson is going to be good for us, hopefully, in a couple of years. He'll probably be on the roster next year, fourth line center, I'm hoping. Because I mean, I'm really hoping he turns out, because I've seen him get to 85 overall before, maybe higher, like 87. But that was because he was on Nashville probably. So Konechny's up there. Wonder if there's any steals. We could try and get a guy like Daniel Sprong. Like, he's 4.5 red stars, I think, something like that. But I think I made his overall pretty high, actually, maybe 70 or something. But red star players are hard to develop on a team that's struggling, so we probably want to try and get some green stars. We'll probably just stick with Canadian players and players in the CHL, but we should probably check out defensemen. Actually, we could check out, like, Shillington's also there. I think I don't remember much. 4 red stars, maybe. You know what? We should probably. I'm trying to find whichever has the most. We want to try and get draft a lot from that league. So QMJHL actually has a decent amount. We'll do. I think we need to do defensemen. So we're gonna do WHL defensemen for 6 weeks. And oh no, I don't want to play. But we're gonna look GM tracker. What can we get up there? I want to get amateur scout as high as possible, but it's probably not gonna happen. But that's okay. Yeah, we'll just keep on simming. You know what? We'll just sim to the end of the season here, probably the 14th. And then the next video, we are gonna do the AHL playoffs and the draft. So make sure you guys let me know who we should draft. I'll show you the prospects at the end as well. Or like what the predictions, the scouting predictions, the scouting central or scouting report is for after the season. It'll probably change up a bit by the time we get to the draft, but it's all good. Yeah. So Kovalchuk has 28 goals and 27 assists. That's pretty impressive. How many points is that? 55, I think. Yeah. 55 points. That's not bad. 25, 40, and 4. I think we're getting a couple wins here, actually. Yeah, Winnipeg. Beat Winnipeg. I actually, if you guys didn't watch the last episode, I didn't want to get McDavid. I told you, and I still don't, because I don't want to be the Oilers, and I don't want to ruin my first overall picks. Sorry, Oilers fans. I mean, we could trade down. We could trade, if Montreal has a high pick, which I doubt they do. I didn't actually see their record there, but we could trade maybe our first for their first. If they want the first overall pick. Probably don't. Probably just want, like, Kovalchuk. That's who they need. They need a Kovalchuk, the Canadians. But yeah, we're getting a couple wins here. I don't remember. I think our record was like 23, 40, and something at the beginning. So we might have even got a couple of overtime losses. There's an overtime loss. I kind of like this because it makes me feel better. As a new franchise, I don't really. I want to have more of a team that can. It's complicated. I don't want to be worst. I feel like that's intentional tanking, even though it wasn't technically. Yeah, we'll just put Jelipovs in net or in defense. He's gonna be top 4 timer, 64 overall right winger. Oh, we only lost by 1. Didn't go to overtime. So we're at the start of the month, and let me know if you guys want me to show you the awards. I'll probably show you the awards, like after the draft and stuff. But it'll be good. I'll put Irwin back in here. Jelipovs probably played amazing. Kind of want to see this. I want to see how good he did in this one game. He's cool. He's laughing. He's a +1. He wasn't the reason we lost. Probably because all the other players are pretty bad too. Pickenen has 35 assists as well. So yeah, I'd like to pay, like, we're gonna have to pay a lot of our players, like Pickenen, like a decent amount, but like not so much that even if they drop that they won't be able to trade. I want to be able to trade them if, like, I don't want to have a Dion Phaneuf kind of guy. Yeah, contracts is going to be a big thing. And we got to be sort of realistic when we go into free agency next year, like which player is going to want to sign with us. Basically the David Booth kind of guys that are going to want, like, redemption. So that way then, I think, or that way that then they will be able to perform better, I guess. I think yeah, Goldobin got a bit better. Arvidsson too. I think Watson was 77, right? So yeah, he's gotten a bit better. He's good defensively, physical. I think he's a good all-around player. His poise is even 70, so, and face-off 75. Like, he would be ideal. Like, if he was 5 green stars, then he would probably be pretty good. Yeah, just if anybody's 5 green stars, they're probably gonna get pretty good. I think AJ said that he was wondering about, I don't know if like just 5 yellow stars in general, but like 5-star players, like if they could get to like really high overalls, if they were like starting at like 36, which I don't know. I kind of would like to see that, even though creative players are sort of messed up sometimes. A lot of it would have to do with the fact that like their playing time and potential can go down. I've seen it, like, especially with edited or created players, like, give them 5 green stars, then it's different. At the beginning of the year, I told you I was after 0 wins this season. You got 31. That's amazing. You're so great. I won't tolerate these type of seasons for much longer, so I hope you don't have a plan for next year. I don't know why he wants a plan for next year. We started 1 year, and he's, like, expecting us to have flipping 38 wins. And, like, 31 wins is not that bad, so I'll probably completed the season. So darn it, we can't quite upgrade the amateur scout. I'm gonna wait till next year, because our amateur scout is gonna be big. But yeah, 68 points. Like, for the first season, that's actually not horrible. It would have been nice to get like 70, because then that would have been pretty good accomplishment. But yeah, we're gonna check out the stats now. Team standings. See where we ended off. We were the worst team, but only by 4 points. So, wow, Calgary, they didn't do very well. That means they're probably gonna have a stacked team in the future. Goals, we were worst in the league. I'm kind of surprised. I thought that would be our only reason we're doing good, but apparently we're okay defensively. So, power play, hey, it wasn't worst. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't have been worst. Like, we have Kovalchuk and a couple other guys. Penalties, yeah, we take a lot. We have Kevin Westgarth. Penalty kill, worst in the league. Yeah, we're more of a road team than a away team. But our last 10 games, sorry, were 5-4-1, so that wasn't horrible. Chicago won the President's Trophy. There's I'll show you the playoff tree after, but yeah. Actually, you know what? We don't need to see the playoff tree. It's not really affecting. We'll show the playoff tree whenever we make the playoffs. Otherwise, you can just see who wins the cup. Yeah, but Alexander Kovalchuk, Ilya Kovalchuk, 66 points, 33 goals, 33 assists. Very good season for him, considering he was on a bad team. He's even a +9, so that's pretty impressive. Lockdiana was a +3, and he had 38 points. 54 points for Katalik, so Katalik, maybe he'll get a boost up to 83 overall or something. Wingo's got 50 points. Yeah, he's doing pretty good there. Pikkinen, 45. Bertuzzi, 39. 14 goals. Oh, yeah, we probably should have checked goals. Not too many goals from some players, but assists, points, yeah. There's not really that much we need to look at. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Plus minus, we don't really, yeah, we know most of our guys. But Kovalchuk did very well this year. He did. And Kevin Westgarth only had 80 penalty minutes. Oh, but oh yeah, he did play a full season. That's kind of weird. I would have expected him to have like over 100, so. But, oh my goodness. UC Saros with, oh yeah, shoot, I lost. But still, 3-0-1, and his stats aren't that bad, so. If he gets a jump, I wouldn't mind playing him as the backup next year. But even Happy Woolen didn't do horrible, so we'll have to decide whether we want to actually like keep him. But I'd like to ideally get a goalie who isn't like 79 overall or worse. Parise win the Art Ross, 94 points. Oh, I thought Kovalchuk, but no. Ovechkin, Tavares, both win the Maurice Richard. Actually, I think it's tied. Getzlaff and Zeder, or just Getzlaff mainly. Yeah, 61 points. 61 assists. Points, yeah, Parise, Perry, so yeah. Taves, penalties, Adam McQuaid. Yeah, you know what, another thing we can check out is defenseman. Oops. Points, Carlson, goals, Brent Burns and Bufflin both at 20. That's pretty good for them. Suter at 63 points. That's kind of surprising. Ekman Larson, yeah, he'll probably get a boost. eventually. Goalies wins. Crawford could probably win the. I mean, Chicago. I don't know if Crawford only played 52. So if Scott Darling is anywhere there, I'm guessing Crawford and Scott Darling are gonna probably win the William and Jennings, and then Vezina will probably go to. Yeah, it'll go to Price. Pretty sure about that. Skaters, points, there you go, goals. We won't do this all the time, like for points and stuff, but we'll do a decent amount. So Ekblad apparently didn't win the Calder Trophy according to this, but yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll just see him up to the end of this, but yeah, I think we're actually at decent. We're a bit over 20 minutes now, I think. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, let me know who you think we should draft, and I don't think there's really anything else I have to do right now to say. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll probably try and get these this one and the Great Britain there a bit later than usual because I wanted to get this done. I was a bit busy over the weekend here, but yeah, I'll try and get. They're gonna be. You might not get them till. You'll hopefully get them both by the end of the tonight, or at least by. You'll probably see them in the morning, depending. For sure by Monday, hopefully. For sure, hopefully. Yeah, it looks like our. Wait, no, that wasn't our AHL team. I was looking at. I don't remember. I was looking at Portland, but yeah, our AHL team unfortunately did not make the playoffs. So I don't know why I said that, but yeah, we won't be seeing our AHL team in the playoffs. So for next episode, we'll just what I'm actually gonna do, guys. There's not really gonna be anything that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna by next episode. If I remember, you'll probably see me right around here before the Prospects game. So that's probably when you'll see it. Or when you'll see the next episode starting. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Uno, dos, tres.